Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today to make a folio, but first I want to tell you that I finally opened up my brand new paper trimmer. It's still the Stampin' Up! One. I just had to get a new one because I broke mine. I dropped it on the floor too many times. It still works. It's just the cuts weren't as accurate. Why is my arm not coming out? And the thing with the brand new paper trimmer needs a brand new blade and a score blade that actually stays in. Also, when you first open up your paper trimmer, there is a film on here, like a clear film that you're supposed to take off. And I left mine on for years and years and years. And then one day it started to peel and I was like, oh my gosh, my paper trimmer is ruined. No, it's just because I never peeled off the film. I'm just going to leave it now. Anyway, let's get to our folio. It is a quick and easy folio. Great for craft fairs. Great for using up papers that, you have left over from collections or your 6x6 paper pads that we all buy and we rarely use. So here's the front. I have my dies back, most of them. My Jaded Blossoms, and this is Tall Mouse, the Pumpkin, and the Thankful. And this is actually a gift card holder from Jaded Blossoms. And then you open it. Great source for pictures right here. Oh, here are my pictures I was going to use. I just have random pictures that I printed more than once, and so that's what I show you guys. So see here. These are 3x5s. You can fit them here. You can do your 2x3s. Add a 3x5. However you want to collage it, you can collage it. So when you open it up the left hand side, we have a zigzag pocket that can hold your 3x5s, your 2x3s, and a crop down 4x6. So you have a pocket in the zigzag. You can put tags. You can put, keepsakes. And you also have this big space back here to add mats and, just fun stuff. Again, quick and easy folio. These are great for craft fairs. This is a Rosa Kelly moving loop, like slide. How fun is that? But I think for this one that we're going to do the tutorial, I'm going to put one here and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to put one on here just because this was so plain. But it's the same, the mechanism is the same. You can put any shape or size on top of the mechanism, and I will show you that. And then here are the buckle style waterfalls. Perfect size for your 2x3 pictures because I print a lot of 2x3s. So you have the perfect, you don't even need to mat them if you don't want to, or if you're trying to use a paper that you don't particularly care for, use that as your pieces for your waterfall. I just purchased this Brutus Monroe collection, and it is a little wild for me to put it all together. So I'll be mixing and matching that with other things. And then I also bought this paper collection that it looked amazing online, but in real life, it's just not my style. And so you'll see these for waterfall pieces because that's what I'm going to use them for. But anyway, today we're going to use this little paper collection I got from the local Teddy, which is more or less like a Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use the Basil Avalanche linen paper that I got from Ollie's for $1. Alright, so you're going to need 2 pieces that are 6x7. I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 at a time. Alright, so 6. Oh, I love a new blade. By 7. And we need to score that at 1/2 inch and 1. You have to score separately though. So 1/2 inch and 1. Oh, and this is a new score blade, so I don't even have to put that much pressure. Because your score blades do get worn down. For your Stampin' Up! Trimmer, you can buy new score blades. Alright, so 1/2 inch one. And then you need a piece that is 6 by 6. So I don't think I can, where's my ruler? Alright, so 6 by 6. That does not get any scoring whatsoever. So let's go ahead and put that together. I'm going to be gentle with my new board until, you know, it's probably till tomorrow. And we're going to go ahead and take our 6 by 7 pieces and we're going to burnish those lines. You're going to put your tape or your glue on the bumpy side or the inside. Oh, my tape smells. My tape is brand new too because I lost a whole roll of tape somewhere in this room. Don't know what to do with it. Of course, I'm going to blame David, even though he does not touch any of my stuff. But I feel like he lost it. He's standing right here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tape that inside or glue. And I'm going to go ahead and tape both. If you're gluing, obviously you're going to do one at a time. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and take our tape backing off, take that 6 by 6 piece and match it up. So this paper is textured and I want my textures to go face the same way. So that's what I was just checking. Alright, you're going to place it down. You're going up to the score line. You're not on it. You're not going over it. You're right at that score line. And it seems I might have gone on mine just a little bit, but it's alright. You do the same thing. Standard folio practice here. Okay, and right up to, come on, that score line. Alright, so that's all we're going to do with the base. And if you didn't put it on, you know, super straight or whatever, that's fine. You know, you can always cut it and trim it or just let it be. Oh, and here's the thing. What did I do? Oh no, it's right. Okay. No, it's not. Okay, so instead of me putting that 6 by 6 piece in the middle, I put it on the left-hand side. So what is weird to me is that I have this piece on the back, but I don't have it on the back here. I have it on the front here. So it doesn't matter how you get them together. Yeah, just get them together. Normally I put that 6 by 6 piece in the middle, but I guess today I'm not doing that. Alright, put that to the side. Now we are going to work on our zigzag pocket. And my zigzag pocket is going to be 6 by 11. Alright, so this arm is super tight. Unlike mine that is broken, so mine just slides easily. This one has the lock still. So it's a little hard. Not hard, it's just not as easy as my other one. My broken one. Alright, so 6 by 11. Okay, now on that 6-inch side, you're going to move it over to your 1 inch. Obviously, it doesn't matter which side you use. Just make a 1 inch mark. on that 6-inch side. You're not going to go all the way down. Just a little tiny tick mark with a pencil, with your score blade, whatever is easiest for you, okay? So, see, I just made a tiny little mark at the 1 inch. Now, what you want to do is line up that 1 inch mark with the bottom left. I'm going to see if I can zoom out so you guys can see this. So here's my tick mark, and you're going to just line it up. If you put your tick mark on the other side, then just line it up like that. Okay, just from your tick mark to the opposite bottom side. Just line it up in your track, and you're going to cut. Okay, now you're going to get a perfect triangle. We don't want that piece. We want this piece right here with the 1 inch section right here. Okay, that's what we want. Now it's easier to score it with the straight edge at the top, and you're going to score it at 3 5/8. 1, 3, 1, 3 and 5. And then again at 3 5/8. So this is what I do. I put this score mark at 3 5/8. 1, 3 and 5. And I'm going to score again. So that is, where's a ruler? Three and 5/8 and 7 1/4. Okay. Gotta be gentle. It doesn't matter if you want your pocket to go on the left or the right. I have my pocket, I'm looking for the book. I have the pocket with the pointy side on the right because I was going to put magnets here, and I don't want the pocket to interfere with the magnets. I forgot the magnets, and so my book just kind of hangs open. It doesn't close because I forgot magnets. But that's why I want mine on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and just fold it up. Do not be alarmed if yours does what mine's about to do. Because it's 11 inches and you can't equally get 3 equal things without messing around, you're going to have like this 1/8 of an inch too much over here. You might have some that's too much over there. You can make it 10 7/8, or I don't know, that might be better actually, 10 7/8 instead of the 11. But this is what I do. I took a pencil, and I cut it off. Just put it in the track and cut it off. Okay. That's it. And you can keep going if you want to cut it off, but I'm okay with that little bit. But if you're not okay, take your scissors or your paper trimmer again. And there you go. Even. Okay? We're not crafting hard. Same thing with this little piece. I'm gonna take scissors and trim it off. That's it. Simple. All right, so we do need to go ahead and mount this. And how am I? I'm just gonna grab a paper. It doesn't matter. This is really gorgeous paper, and it has the solids on one side. This was only like €4. And it has cut aparts in the front. Like a bunch of die cuts. All right, how fun is that? All right, I'm gonna take this piece, and this is how I did it. If you know, you might have a faster, easier way, but this is me. So it should be 3 5/8 by 6, which it is. So for mine, I just want I'm going to go with this as my top. Now I'm going to go with this corner. So I'm going to cut this at 3.5 because it's 1/8 smaller by 5 7/8. Yes, it's doing the whole all the way down to the bottom, but that's fine. I don't mind. Yep, that's the corner that I want. So I'm going to flip this over. You see what I did? All I did was cut that rectangle. I lined it up where I kind of want it. I'm going to have to tweak it. Flip it over. You can use your scissors or you can trace it and then cut it. I'm just going to use my scissors. And that's it. And then just play around with it to the look that you want. I'm going to have to cut some off the bottom. And that's, for me, that's what works. Okay? There might be a faster and easier way. I don't know. There we go. Okay. This piece I think I'm going to leave white. I haven't decided yet. And then I will do the same thing for the bottom with a different piece of paper. Just cut it and trace it. So this piece is going to be 3 5/8 by 2 3/8. 1 3 5 2 5/8. So just cut your paper accordingly and you're going to glue it down. Okay, let me zoom back in. There we go, that's better. All right, I decided to leave my middle that winter white. And so all we need to do to close this pocket is glue. So open your pocket all the way up, whichever side you're doing it, and just glue the bottom here and right here. Just a little tiny bit of glue. Or you can use your 1/8 of an inch score tape, but I suggest wet glue. And you're going to do the same thing for this flap here. Just the bottom and the side. These are great standalone as well. You don't have to glue them into your books. Or like if you want to give a little gift of ephemera, these little pockets are super cute to do that. All right, I love that crisp white in there. Right, so now we need to make our sliding mechanisms, okay? I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I don't know if I said this or not, but I'm going to have one in the middle and one over here. I don't know what shape I'm going to use. This one I just happen to have a 3x3 postage stamp. But you can make this piece right here any size shape you want. And the mechanism, the sliding mechanism is still going to be the same. This is thanks to Rosa Kelly. We love her. Absolutely love her. So watch how easy this is. You need 2 pieces that are 1 inch by 6 7/8. So 1 inch by 6 7/8 and 1 inch of 6 7/8. Okay. On this one, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch on both sides. On the long side. Same with the other one. 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. Which for my scoreboard users, that is 1/2 inch and 6 3/8. Okay. I'm going to actually type that while I'm thinking about it. Okay. And then we're going to use this, what's left over. And you need 2 pieces that are 1 inch by 3 inches. So 1 inch by 3 1" by 3. You're going to score that on the long side at 1 1/8. It's so weird to have my score blade still on there. And 2 1/4. So both pieces get that. 1 1/8. And 2 1/4. Okay. So for this mechanism, if you are a taper, you can go ahead and add your tape to those little 1/2 inch pieces. If you're a gluer, just wait. Alright, some tape. And tape. And tape. And on the little pieces, I'm going to use wet glue just because it's easier for me. So you're going to take your little pieces and you're going to go ahead and fold them, varnish, and you're going to apply the glue on the shorter side. And just press in. Making sure you don't completely seal it. You're just connecting those two pieces because this has to go through there. Okay. And same thing with this one. It might be better if you glue it like this. I don't know. Okay, and glue. And make sure you can still get this through. And that's all the sliding mechanism is. This is it. So this little square right here, that's what holds whatever size piece of paper you want to your book. Okay. So we're going to put these off to the side. And now we are going to make the buckle, whatchamacallits. And I was just going to make you watch a different video because I've already taught these, but I'm already here. Alright, so you need 2 pieces that are 1 by 7. So I'm making 2 of the buckle waterfalls. Oh, 1 1/2 by 7. Okay. I knew something was wrong when I did that measurement. 1 1/2 by 7. And on the long side, we're going to score it every 1/2 inch up to the 2 inches. So 1/2 inch. 1, 1 1/2, and 2. Okay, both pieces. 1/2 inch. 1, 1 1/2, and 2. We're almost done with the book. Okay, then you're going to cut out 8 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So go ahead and pause and cut those 8 pieces out. Okay, and on 2 of those pieces, you're going to go up about 1/2 inch, and you're going to make your slit here. And mine is just slightly over 1.5 because you just need it big enough for your buckle to fit through. So my ruler is 1.5. Where's my blade? So that works out for me. Okay, and then you're just going to cut it out like so. Maybe. I don't know why this is fighting me. Alright, so just do the same. Man, that was fighting me. Thing on a second piece. You just need this on 2 pieces. Okay, so once you get it out, that's a brand new blade. David just changed that for me. And then we're going to make sure that this can go through there. Perfect. Okay, so do that on your second piece. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and take your 1.5 by 7 and you're going to varnish those lines. Okay, and you're going to put those lines towards you, and you're going to take your first piece that has the window and you're going to glue it right to that first 1/2 inch section, or tape it. Making sure, oh, actually, you know what, before I glue it, I'm going to put this in to make sure that I get it in the middle for the most part. I didn't check that one. Okay. I just don't want it to look super crooked and out of place. Okay. Pop that out. And now you're going to put your other 3 pieces on that do not have that, the slit. Only one piece needs to have a slit per waterfall. Did I get? Alright. You're lining it up with the 2¼ by 3¼ not with the middle of the buckle, because you want your waterfall to match. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and do that to your other 2 pieces and your whole other waterfall, your second waterfall. I might put some decorative edges on these. Last one. Okay. Okay, and come around, tuck that through, so you should have like a little tiny bit hanging out. All right, do that for your second one. Okay, now that all your elements are done, all you have left to do is decorate. So I chose to decorate this whole pull-out piece. I did mat a 2 by 3 here. You don't have to, but if you want, that's what I did on this book. I just glued it down and, well, I took the buckle out, glued it down, cut the hole out, just kind of did that. You don't have to. And I'm going to decorate everything and show you where I place all my items. Okay, before I glue down, I almost forgot my magnets. So I'm putting my magnets on the left-hand side and down this side right here. So that way my book will close and it will stay shape. You don't have to have magnets. This one does not have magnets, but if you move it, you see how it kind of just falls over. But that's your preference if you want magnets. If you do, make sure you put a disclosure includes magnets. So I just wanted to show you something as I'm matting. I haven't glued anything down except for these two pieces, this piece here and this piece here. This middle piece is too short, but that is okay because I'm going to go ahead and glue my sliding mechanism over the top of that. So I don't need to worry about that. So if you have a piece of paper that you cut and you love, but it's just too small, make that the piece that goes underneath the slider because you won't see that. And I'm going to show you how to put the slider on now. So you're going to go ahead and mat the section you want your slider to go on. My slider is going to be on the right, so I'm putting my foliage on the left, or however you say that word. Okay, and I'm going to grab my slider mechanism, one of them, varnish those 1/2 inch pieces, and that is going to fit right here on my book. Making sure that the actual slider piece, it is a little bit wider than your strip, so making sure you put it far enough away from the score line that it's going to close. Okay, so I'm going to put mine right about, actually I think I had it, this was at the top. So mine is going to go right about here, making sure I have room, making sure it's lined up. And I made mine that 1/8 of an inch smaller so I could have that border. And you're only gluing or taping those 1/2 inch flaps. You're not putting glue anywhere else. Okay. So see? And honestly, you could have decorated this 1 inch strip before you put your slider on. I just forgot. I don't even know where my other slider went. It's somewhere on this mess. But yeah, I'm going to decorate mine with the solid blue piece. I think this piece will fit. I don't want to cut this one because it has the foliage. So yeah, so before you put this piece on, you can decorate your 1 inch piece. Or if you forget like me, just decorate it now. I'm going to, I'm going to cut mine 7/8 by, what is it, 5 5/8? Yep. Maybe even a little bit smaller by 5 3/4. And just be very careful when you stick this in. You don't glue your moving square. So see, it's easy. If you forget, it's fine. Okay. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to keep matting. So what I decided, because I might as well just show you. I'll keep the camera running. Mine's going to go here like this. And it fits right in the corner. So I'm only going to glue 2 sides, so that way it's still an open pocket. So mine is going to be the right side and the bottom that are glued. On here, line it up. Just those 2 pieces. If you forget and glue everything, well, then you just have this. It's fine. My magnets are here. And my magnets are here. And see, I did not check this. It did mess with my Where's my, oh, I just put it completely over. I put it on top. I didn't even pay attention to my score line at all. I put it on top of the score line. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll keep that in so you can see that even though I designed this book, I even made a mistake. I did not pay attention to my spine. I take this right on top of the spine. I did. Okay. Pay attention to the correct score line. Don't glue it on your spine because you can't close your book. Okay. Problem solved. Wow, that was special of me. All right, so then I decided that I only want one because I don't want to cover up this beautiful paper right here. So I'm only going to put one waterfall here. How you attach your waterfall, you're only going to glue or tape this section here. Nothing above, nothing below, just this little section here. If you glue anything else, then you're just going to have to play it off and you're going to have just a regular waterfall that does not have the buckle mechanism. Which is fine. So see how all of that is loose. Just that ½ inch or whatever it was. I think ½ inch. It's not. And I know I told you guys you could decorate this. Obviously I forgot, but all is not lost because you can just pop that out and it's going to be a little hard, but you can just decorate it if you want to. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to decorate it. Okay. All right. So that's what I have so far. And then I don't know where I'm going to put the other pieces. Okay. So for the slider mechanism, you're going to take whatever piece you want. I just took this deer cut apart. I just backed it on some cardstock so that way it was a little bit more sturdy when I'm pulling it. You can make, like I said, any shape, any size. You can make it come all the way over, whatever you want to do. I just wanted this little cut apart. You're going to put glue just on your square. And you're going to position whatever paper you decide right on top of it. Okay, and you're going to let that dry. Okay, so once it dries, it'll slide nicely up and down. Okay, so my deer is dry, so it does move up and down. You can even, just post a picture like this or have the picture completely hidden like I had it, down underneath your belly band if you want. Obviously, you need a smaller picture and slide up. Yeah, that's it with that. I did go ahead and add some strips of paper here because my paper wrinkled right there and I didn't like it. So I just added some strips of paper. And I gotta gently push it back in. It's still wet. So that's it. I'm gonna keep going and I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so what I did on the cover of this album is I put the second slidey mechanism. So you have a surprise photo on your cover. How fun is that? So that's where I put the second slide. Still the same thing, still opens up with the magnets. I might put a little pull string or something. And then we still have our pocket. And then here, because remember I felt the page was just too plain. So I added the scenery page and one of the waterfalls there. On the inside, I added a deer for the slide. I just used a cut apart, whereas this one had the two. And then again, on this page, I added the scenery and the other waterfall. So, you know, just changing up the paper and changing up the placement of your elements, it can be a totally different book. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.